guys, so today we're going to be checking out this electric corded push mower from GreenWorks. So this is the box it comes in. It's a decent size, but it's not huge. It is a 16-inch 10-amp corded lawnmower, so that means you need AC power from your house to power it. Here we have a picture of what it looks like. Pretty good design, and it also does come with a bag, so you can either mulch or collect. 3-year warranty. Here's some pictures showing of mulching, bagging, cut size, foldable handle, and height adjustable with just one lever. And on the other side, it just goes more into detail of all the features. We got 6-inch front wheels, 5-position height adjustment with this lever here, hassle-free push button. You also still have your safety lever, 7-inch rear wheels, and 16-inch deck. So let's go ahead and open it up, and you guys can see I got this one from Amazon. So it does appear to be pretty much pre-built. So we got our bag on the top, got a nice little handle here, and it's actually quite large. Definitely larger than I expected for this size mower. So that's nice to see. We got our manual that goes over how to use the machine and the mower itself. The handle is disconnected but still wired up. It's packed pretty well in there. It's got these side protecting boards. So let's go ahead and raise it up. There's a handle here in the middle. And it all kind of just comes out. Throw these back in. And that's it for the box. So the mower is definitely on the smaller size, and it's good for small yards like I got here. Not very large at all, and just need to kind of maintain the grass. So let's go ahead and unfold this handle. And it does line up in this area just like that, and then lock in with these locks just like this. Same thing on this side, and you can twist this to make them tighter. So if it's too loose, tighten it a bit and then lock it in. And this is a pretty cool design because it's really quick to latch it and then fold it over when you store it away. Let's remove this little bag here. So the top handle mounts to here, and we have to completely remove this latch here. And this nut is a little bit tricky because it has thread and then some space there and then some more threads. So you have to just kind of pull on it and keep unscrewing it. On the upper handle you have 2 positions, taller or a little bit shorter. I'm going to go to the taller one, which is the one lower. And actually, guys, it does make more sense to go down a little bit more. And plus, I'm just remembered the kids are going to use this, so it'll probably be perfect for them. So we'll just go to the higher one, and it's going to be stronger like that also. Yeah, I'll just put a bolt through there, and then the nut on the other side. And here we have the same concept. I'm going to have to click in, but make sure you don't make it too tight because you'll break this whole over here. You got to get it just right. So I'm going to unscrew it until it feels like it's going to hold pretty good, but not too tight, or I'm going to break this handle off. So you got to be careful with that because it is just a plastic handle. So you just want, a little bit of tension just so it holds it. And we'll do the same thing on this other side. So to completely collapse the handle, you will have to unhook these, and you will have to cut it loose to that space that we talked about, where the whole handle just becomes loose and it just falls down. Then we're going to unclip this, and then it's all going to just fold together on top of the machine. This really tucks away nicely if you don't have much room to store this thing. So let's go ahead and flip this thing around and see what we got on the bottom. So I'm liking the design of the wheels. They actually look pretty nice, and they seem pretty heavy duty. As you guys can see, the whole construction is in plastic. It is a tough, durable kind. So the wheels mount to this frame here, or this rod bracket, and this is actually part of the height adjustment where you just controlled the one knob and they all move together up and down, and so they're all connected to the system. Here we have a blade. It is still metal, obviously, and it is sharpened pretty nicely. Yeah, the fins on this blade are made to kind of suck like a vacuum, and then also mulch if that's the option you want to use. And on the back here we do have a rubber guard that kind of flops around and keeps from things flying at you. And if you guys notice, there's no side discharge, so you either mulch or you collect in the bag. Alright, so let's flip this thing back over, and we'll look at the door here in the back. So it just opens up, spring loaded, and you guys can see right there we have a plug that should just pop out, and there it goes. So if you're going to use the bag, you're going to pull that out, but if you're going to mulch, you're going to leave it in. So I'm going to pull it out, as I am going to use the bag. So let's go ahead and grab it, and it does install really easily as it just hangs right here on these brackets, and just like that. And then the cover goes on top and covers it up. And by the way, the lid closes nicely, and actually there's rubber all around that kind of seals it. You guys can kind of see it, so it doesn't fly at you but in the bag. So let's bring the handle back up. We'll lock the bottom first, and then the top. So you just need to start on the second threads, and then you can lock it. And if you leave it kind of loose, I noticed that you can just tighten this knob here. If you want to do it that way you're not guessing how much to turn it in. So if you just do it loosely, and then you can tighten it here, and that makes it pretty much perfect. So all right, so looking at the handle, we got this safety lever here that you have to pull on before you start it, and there's some instructions here taped to it. It says that first you push the button and then you pull the handle and it starts, and the button's here. So out of here we have the cord where you're going to plug in the power from your extension cord, and then there's another cable here that goes down through here into the mower. Now there is a little bracket here that we can hang this thing to, just like that, so it's not just dangling down, and that looks so much better. So let's take a quick look here on the top. We do have this handle, which is really convenient because you can pick up the whole mower, and it does pick up pretty level. We got a sticker here that says 10 amp electric, 2-in-1 16-inch 10 amp, and the GreenWorks. So yeah, just a big plastic covering, and the more important thing here is the cutting level adjustment. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 is the lowest, and if we go to 2, you guys maybe can see it's raising, and then 3. I'm just doing this with one hand, so it's a little harder, but yeah, it's actually not hard at all to raise it. And then we got 5 here, which is really high. It looks like a few inches, like 3 or something. Yeah, most likely I'll be cutting somewhere down here. And the 2 to 1, because if you guys notice, I got a lot of leaves and just mess around the yard, and I definitely want to suck it up into the bag. And so if you're going to get a corded mower like this, you do need an extension cord. And so I went ahead and picked up this Woods Pro, also from Amazon, medium duty. So you want to make sure it's a 14 gauge at least, which is good for 15 amps. And we're only drawing 10, so that should be more than enough. Now you can go with the cheaper ones, but it's up to you. If you go more than 50 feet, like 100 or something, be losing some power because of the length and overheating things and things like that. So don't cheap out on your cable too much. And I didn't even pay that much for this one. I think it was $22 or less, something like that. So putting the cord through here is not hard. So you will have to kind of fold it and go through this round hole, and then once you get through there, then you're going to loop it and hook it on the hook here, just like that. Just kind of pull it, and now it's not going to come out. So yeah, this is a nice way to keep your cord secure, and so when you're pulling on it, it's not going to just unplug. And then the other end will just plug into the socket. Alright, so we got it plugged in, so let's go ahead and fire it up. So it might be a little hard here for me to push the button and pull on this, so you do have to push it first, and then you pull on the lever, and it starts right up. You guys can hear it, it's actually not that loud. I mean, it does make a decent sound, but not crazy loud. It's more of a smooth sound. And then if we let go, it just stops. And that's pretty much how it operates. Pretty simple, like a normal mower. So let's go ahead and cut some grass. So yeah guys, we're making pretty good progress. We pretty much cut this whole side. So one thing to consider is the cord. You do have to get used to it, but if you start from your source and kind of go out, it works pretty good. The main thing I like about it is actually pretty quiet overall, especially from a distance about 15-20 feet. It's just a hum. So Marcus is going to go ahead and cut the rest of the grass, and then we'll see what we got in the bag. Alright, so we cut up most of the grass, but not quite all of it yet. And you guys can see the lawnmower's kind of raising up, and the bag is full. So, if we open it, it looks like it got full a lot quicker than we thought. So yeah, it looks like we need to pay attention a little better, as it does fill up pretty quick. Let's go ahead and dump this. Then we'll just clip it back on. So yeah guys, this is a pretty nice little corded lawnmower. One thing to mention, make sure you have a cord that's long enough to reach all your yard. It is a little small, so it does take a little longer to make the passes, but not a big deal. Even though this yard is not tiny, it's not large, so it doesn't take too long. I love how quiet it is. The adjustment here is really easy to use to go up and down, and the large bag is awesome. A little finicky with starting it up. I wish it was a little simpler. And the way it folds up so you can store it away is nice. Also, the power seems plenty, at least for the grass we have here. As long as it's nothing crazy, it seems to do the job. So yeah, overall it's a great little mower, especially if you're on a budget, as it doesn't cost that much. So if you do want to pick one up for yourself, I'll have some links in the description. Check it out. And if you did enjoy this video, then hit that like button. And if you are interested in videos like this, stay tuned for more. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.